Hi, it's Susan. I'm here with another cement project. This time I'm going to be doing cement mushrooms. Just something kind of fun to put in the garden for decoration. So I hope you enjoy this one. Here is my crazy experiment for today. So I'm going to be making a cement mushroom. And what I've done here, I've taken just a regular whipped cream container, and I have put some clay in the bottom to form the outside of the mushroom design, basically. Covered it with plastic wrap, and I have a rock I just picked out of the driveway to put at the bottom. So when I'm putting in the cement, the rock will serve as the top of the mushroom and will also protect it so that I make sure that it's thick enough that the pressure of the stem that I'll be making in this container will not go all the way through, and then you'll have a mushroom that has too thin of walls and that will fall apart. So I'm going to start mixing up my cement. I will be using 3 parts sand. This is just play sand that you can buy in any store. And I'll be using 1 part Portland cement. This is type 1, type 2. It is pure cement, so it always has to be mixed with something for your creation. Make sure you wear a mask while doing this so the cement particles do not go into your lungs. Also, it's a good idea to wear some kind of eye protection, and you can see that I'm using gloves. So I've got this mixture in here. I'm just going to be using my hands to mix this up. Make sure that your Portland cement and sand are thoroughly mixed up, because you don't want big chunks of sand in there, because then it will not harden properly. Now what I need to add to this is 1 part water. I'm going to start with about a half a part now. And you can mix it by hand. I have this wooden stick. I'm just going to use it now and mix it up and add what I need to add. Yeah, definitely I'm going to need more, because it's already showing me I need more. You kind of want to work and make the consistency of like a pudding that's starting to form. You want it to be moldable, but you also want it to be liquid enough that it will get all the corners. Now that there's no more powder, I can take off my mask. And this is kind of what you're looking for. It's going to hold together, kind of clumpy, before I start pouring it in the mold. I'm putting a little bit on the bottom where I'm going to place my rock so that the rock won't move on me. Hopefully you can see this okay. I'm going to move it up a little bit, and then I'm going to start gently filling it in. I don't want my design on the bottom that they used with clay to move. So let's go kind of gentle on this to fill it all up. Or not to fill it all up, you're actually going to fill it maybe 3/4 full. Because then when I do the stem, I'll be able to place it down. I'm going to be using my hands probably a lot in this too. I'm going to shake it up and down, try to get some of the bubbles out. Tap on the side. Yeah, you can already kind of see, hopefully you can see those bubbles that I'm working out. Tapping on the side so there's no air pockets. That's a nice consistency. I like that a lot. Wow, are those bubbles over working themselves out. How nice. Now I'm going to put a little bit more in, so it's about 3/4 full. And I'm also going to start ladling it. By the way, I have used petroleum jelly on the bottom here where it's going to be coming in direct contact with the cement so that the plastic container will come out very easily. And I'm filling this up, and this is going to be my stem. Again, you're going to have to tap it to make sure you get all the bubbles out. So it really looks like a stem. I'm going to tap it up here and shake it since I don't want all the petroleum jelly to go off on the bottom. Well, I'm going to try to fill this almost all the way up because I want the stem to be a nice big stem. And look what I'm using. Red Solo cups. Okay, let's see what that looks like. I'm going to place it in here and squish it down. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to fill it up a little bit more than that. So I'm going to place it to the side, fill it up some more. I'm going to have plenty left over to do other designs or other creations. So always have backup stuff when you're doing this. I might make another stem. I'll have to see how that works. I don't want it to overflow too much because I don't want a super, super thick, heavy mushroom. Getting out all the bubbles and pushing it down. Now let's take a look and see how it's working. That's about where I want it. So fairly easy. The hardest part is having to wait for it to finish hardening. It's going to be 24 hours. Then we'll take it out and take a look. Always make more cement than you need because I have all this left over. So what I've done is I've taken another Red Solo cup and I put a hose on it, a knee hose, high hose on it to hold that in. And I'm going to take it out of here and fill it up with the rest of the cement. It's a big old blob. And I'm going to make this into another stem for when I make my next mushroom. But other times I have actual molds that I use. But this will be good because I want to see what happens when I make a couple different stems. And I have to mold it and shape it, shake it again, and then I'll place it on plastic to give me this bottom. You know, I'm almost tempted to make this into another mushroom. Gosh, that's kind of cute. I think I will. I think I'm going to put a jar in the middle here and turn it into another mushroom. How fun is that? Well, we'll see how. We have two mushroom tops, and I'm just going to have to make a bottom for it. It's 24 hours later, and it's time for the unveiling of my cement mushroom that I made. I did not put this in the part of the video showing you how to make this, but I took a very long nail and I pressed it into the bottom part of the stem for support, so when I put it into the ground it's more stable. So here we go. When you first take the cement out of the mold, it is going to be a darker color. 2 weeks later, after it's cured, or you can wait 3 weeks, then it will be a much lighter color, almost a white. And then you can paint it or stain it or leave it as is. Thanks for watching my creation of the mushrooms. If you like what you see, click that like button and subscribe to my channel. Till next time.